source of whatever you
Yes,
created later.
The thing is, what you can get as an idolist is way stronger than what you can get from Find Familiar.
In what way?
Like, Find Familiar limits you just, like, a selection of ordinary animals, whereas an idolist is basically just any monster with a challenge rating of 1/2 or lower.
But if you climb inside the turret, you can shoot the
Let's
lock
do
from the
it.
gate.
That's my answer.
Let's do it.
You could choose a freaking cockatrice.
Yeah, but in that case, I would say that the starting creature would be a chicken.
Okay. I guess I can see what you're going for.
Have your Skylander climb inside the cannon. Then use it to shoot the lock.
Shoot the
One fighting one level 100 enemy levels people up 24 times if they're level
What?
1.
Yeah. Oh, if they're level 1. Where are you leveling up?
I made a granny
Why are you leveling up a granny?
so it can increase the... Hey, we found a pumpkin!
So it can increase what?
Let's go.
We have someone with a dark point.
Oh.
So that way, the more times we accidentally use Raj and kill people because you don't know how to summon people, we're not giving him a really serious dark score.
I don't know if that'll cause it, but... I mean,
Yes,
do
it did.
Oh.
It has.
Are they still a stupid granny?
No, not at the
Oh,
moment.
this displeases me. We want a
I
stupid...
wanted to increase their experience gain, so I changed their title.
Oh. The higher level does it
Let's
better,
do it.
yes.
Yes.
Alright, speedrun time.
Skylanders of the tech element are stronger in this zone.
Let's go.
Ta-ta.
I also like all the names of the bread abilities that I've seen so far. They're always something bread, but the first one is Nummy Bread.
N-U-M-M-Y?
Yes, Nummy Bread.
It's healing, I guess?
Yes.
Skylanders of the magic element are stronger.
I don't care, I'm Death Incarnate.
Now you are become death.
Just
Destroyer of sauce.
What was the question? Oh, yeah. If I'm going for a biologist, do I have your permission to change my proficiency in history to one in medicine for the time being? Until I actually have more skills available.
I would argue medicine, nature, or history would make sense. I would not object.
Alright, so I can go medicine, arcana.
Yes.
Yeah, alright. I will. Which means that our whole commoner party might end up proficient in medicine. Though if Cora is going to be wisdom based, I don't know that she would have intelligence based medicine. I mean, she might.
You can have either.
Right, exactly. It depends not on your stats, but on probably just how you learned medicine.
Yeah, that's kind of
Since-
how he says it.
Right,
He
since
said
Ulrich is a scholar, he's going to have
he's gonna have int
intelligence
as the roll
stats.
for medicine instead of wisdom.
And he that just happens to also be his good stats.
We have a level 100 bottle.
It's a thief.
Have your Skylander climb inside the cannon. Then use it to shoot the lock.
Like when you climb into the cannon, just everyone dies. Don't climb into cannons, or everyone will die. Alright, 100%ed 2 levels. That's 200% for those of you.
Oh god, she leveled up here too.
Meh? Nora's just good at leveling. Is it because she's meh?
She gets experience of her own at the end of every floor that's much higher than everyone else's, remember?
Oh, is it because she's Morona?
Yeah, Morona does.
So, you're ready to
Is there, like it says, Morona sucks in this game.
Let me warn you right off
She
the bat.
doesn't.
They're tough. Like
Yeah,
me.
I don't agree with that.
Wanna give one a try?
She just isn't normally
Let's
built for
go!
offense, but you can build her for it by just giving her a good weapon.
Yep.
But all Skylanders are
Okay, you're up here, so I'm gonna just make Kit up there to get rid of you.
Let's check the chat.
Oh god, I keep forgetting that. So many things to
Okay.
watch. So many.
It's
So
like
many.
playing FNAF.
Don't say that.
It's like playing FNAF.
I'm gonna throw something at you, and
It's-
there's no guarantee that it won't be a solid, rigid object that hurts.
FNAF is multitasking simulator with loud noises.
That is exactly what it is. You have summarized the game.
You multitask, and you fail to multitask or you're unlucky, the game will yell at you.
Yeah.
Get rid of those
It'll go, ah, and then you're like, oh hey, it's a fox.
It's not really a fox.
It-
It's more, oh hey, it's a robot.
yes. I hate this mission because it just forces you to spend the whole mission just staring at. It's just like, oh hey, there's an enemy. I'm like, okay, now let me kill it. And it's just like, hey, no, we're gonna look at him for 5 seconds, then you can kill him. And then you kill him. It's like, hey, look, it's that enemy. And you stare at him for 5 more seconds, and then he dies because you killed him.
Granny with the trolley!
Speed Granny.
This Granny is the fastest Granny.
Let's just say this Granny has a funny face, and I'm like, that is neither here nor there.
Not, however, fast enough for
Winning.
a putty not to be able to steal from her.
A putty steals them. Alright, let me move so I can throw this bomb. Oh.
I got a cleanie bread!
That sounds... I mean, I don't know if I'd eat that. I mean, would you?
Oh no, it's an old man with the trolley.
That's bad. There's probably porn about that.
It's probably the name of a B movie, Old Man with the Trolley.
It's probably not.
Could be.
But it probably isn't.
Alright, I got a new pankin.
Oh no! I help!
Last battle! Elite Creepy!
I accidentally clipped through the wall.
You're soft locked?
Yeah.
Oh, but there's a time limit. What's the time limit?
Until I fail the mission.
Oh, so you can just... Okay.
Restart challenge.
Look. Last battle, Elite Creepy!
Ugh, I hate that. Because this is the slowest of them, and I broke. Game broke. So yeah, while you're doing this, Elric's trying to figure out how magic works. So as for spells, since you can analyze
Or I could actually do a separate campaign with you solo of you trying to seek magic trails because you know they're wizards.
I don't really be comfortable doing this alone. Even though Cora's not a fighter, buddy system. He would not like doing this
I mean,
by
you can
himself.
do that with Cora. I just
Okay.
mean, like,
Oh, okay.
have a different story.
Yeah.
I mean, especially if we're not following the same days, I can adjust it one day, one way or the other, that one happened one day, one happened the other day.
I'm trying to sign these spells because I really like that even having a familiar now. But also makes sense for them to have detect magic. But identify is what you'd use to identify a creature.
Really creepy.
What do you think as the DM?
I still think identify, and even though they're samey, I think that both of them. But that's just my thoughts on it.
Which
I'm
means-
not making your character, though.
I mean, I guess...
I just am giving you the flexibility to pick between certain
I
things.
suppose he could just never find familiar just when he gets a class, actually. Or he could just have Ritual Caster twice because he's a human and he gets another feat, but that seems kind of silly.
I mean, it depends. Technically, if you have multiple things you can cast Ritual, the only difference is that if you get the regular spell, you also get the Ritual version of the spell, so it doesn't really matter.
I mean, I'd want to ask, I'd like to think that if he actually gets a class that level that makes these redundant, that he could get the feat refunded. I like
Has that ever been a thing that's been done in this? I have feats that I haven't had refunded that aren't actually useful for what I'm doing.
But I mean, are they just literally a duplicate of something you already have?
I don't know that I would be comfortable doing that.
Alright.
Because I don't know that I've ever heard of that being a thing. Why are you so weird in your movements? She keeps, like, twitching back and forth and then flying in a direction when I tell her to go somewhere.
I mean, in that case, I'm gonna have to be a lot more cautious because I don't like wasting feats. That's a terrible thing to waste. I think that's sort of how it is with skills.
Although you do need to, if you have 2 feats, it would be probably best for you if you pick your feats sooner rather than later.
Yeah. But not if you like your class and your background both grant the same skill. Basically, one of them just becomes pick a skill.
I did not know that. I probably should have had one more proficiency.
Oh, yeah, you'll have to look through your background and your class skills then. Or at least ask the DM about it. I'm sure he'll have an answer. But yeah, just losing a feat or a skill because of that sort of thing sounds just absolutely atrocious to me. Something that should never happen. It's like getting cheated out of one of them.
Oh, that's why everything went south so quickly.
Huh?
I accidentally threw my weapon and didn't realize I threw my weapon. So now I have to make a kit.
So yeah, I'm surprised you're so casual about it.
About what?
Just losing a skill proficiency or a feat.
I just didn't realize that was a thing. If I picked a class that had that, because I don't remember what the racial ones are.
I don't know if you get any. You have any racial skills?
I might. I don't remember. And class and background. Yeah, I'd have to look.
But yeah, a feat especially. If I end up losing a feat, that's literally the entire racial bonus of being a human.
Your mission is to clear out all the regular old green ones, but leave the purple guys around. You can take out one so long as it's by accident. But take out 2, and it's game over, buddy.
3, 2, 1.
Oh god, I'm already a bit heavily upgraded for this.
Don't hit another purple chompy.
Careful.
Yeah, I don't think I'll have to reset Drobot, I think.
Hit another one, they'll become extinct.
Or this is just...
Too strong.
Yep. Because he fires... You can't just fire one attack. He fires... Oh! Game over.
You took out one.
And I'm going to have to reset him because he fires just too many lasers for this to be possible. That is a problem with these challenges. Is that you can't turn off upgrades.
Yeah, that seems like a huge oversight in game design to me.
I agree.
Oh, that was the opposite of what I wanted.
But there are plenty of money and experience farming tricks over the games,
So, you're ready to try
especially for a Series 1 character.
Let me warn you right off the bat.
Well, no, for a Gen 1 character.
Gotta give one a try. Great.
Yeah, I've been thinking on feats, but none of them really jump out at me yet.
You're welcome to try any of them. Now, pick one you like.
Now I think it'd be dependent on what class I'm moving towards, which is still an unknown.
I need to know what you're doing just enough to set up the basics.
What?
So believe it or not all chompies are bad. And this
What do you mean
particular
set up the
dungeon
basics of
is
what?
very rare purple chompy.
What is going to happen with your class? If you're going the idlest, then
I think I'm going to go with whatever Taylor seems to be setting something up.
Take out 2.
okay. I just need to know what I'm working with.
Yes, you have a lot more control now. Occasionally fire 2 lasers, an extra burst.